Today we're going to answer the question of what is a smoker and why do you use it? What does it do? So I have here my smoker. Let me just open it up. I'm going to take out a few things I already put in there. Okay, this is a smoker. All right, smoker's pretty simple. You've got bellows. You've got a top that has a funnel. All right, so this is where the smoke's going to come out. You have the inside cavity. And then in the back here, you can see that the funnel, the smoker is not connected to the bellows. So when you push the bellows in, it throws air out of the bellows into the chamber. See that? That way, when you let go, it's not sucking the fire back into the bellows. Something I hadn't thought about until I saw the smoker, but it makes perfect sense. So, all right, and then inside the smoker, we have this plate. All right, the plate sits in the bottom, and it keeps an air gap between the bottom of the smoker and where the fire or the coals are going to be. So I'm going to push this back in. All right, so that sits nicely into there. And what we're going to do is we have to get a fire going in here. So I just take up some crumbled up newspaper. I'm going to toss that in. And I'm going to light it. Now, normally you would collect your firewood, you'd collect the things that you want to burn. If you look around here, I have tons of things on the ground that I can burn. I have pine cones, I have sticks and twigs. I've got shavings from when I was cutting down the trees. So I'm not worried about that. All you do is get the fire lit. It just takes, I usually spend 15-20 minutes getting the fire going because you want to have a nice bed of coals. All right, so just grab some twigs. Now that this flame in the chamber, all right. And again, there's not going to be any air in there unless I introduce it. So this chamber is designed to keep the fire kind of smoldering, all right? So to start it off, you want to get a decent fire going. You don't want that smolder happening. You want to have, something that's going to build up some nice coals. Some nice dry twigs. And you can already see the smoke coming out because this fire is smoldering. You can put grass, you can put anything that's going to burn, dry leaves. But the trick is, you get this going, you get that bed of coals, so that will continue to just smolder. And then when you pump the bellows, it's just going to heat up the matter that's there, and it's going to come out as smoke. You don't want flame, you don't want a hot smoke, you want a nice cool smoke. So I can hear the twigs crackling away now. And you can see the flame starting to leap up through the top of the chamber. And if it gets really hot, the smoke stops. When it cools down, the smoke starts to come out. See that? So for coals, I want it nice and hot. I want to get a lot of organic matter burning in there. And I want to get that bed of coals going. So I'm just picking up bits and pieces of twigs, going to really cram that chamber full of this stuff. And I'm not worried about choking it out because the air is going to come in from the bottom, not from the top. And why do we use a smoker? We use a smoker because it simulates a forest fire. That's the theory. And the bees, when they encounter the smoke, They're not going to be concerned about somebody coming in and invading their hive. They're going to be concerned about survival. So they're going to go head down into the honey. They're going to start eating as much honey as they can hold because they think they have to abandon ship, right? They're going to have to leave their hive, go out, find a new location, and they want to have the stores, the energy necessary to go do that, right? All right, I'm getting some good coals in there. Just going to grab another handful of stuff, and then when I walk out of frame, I'm just going to go grab some fresh green leaves as well. So what the green leaves are going to do is they're going to give me a moisture in there, so it's going to cool down that heat. So I took down the trees in this area about a month, 2 months ago. So I have a lot of new growth happening. And I can just go up and I can strip off all these nice big leaves, and I can use that to help tamp down any flame, any embers that are going to come out. All right, so I've got a handful of nice green leaves, things that won't burn, right? I've got some more twigs. I'm going to cut these up nice and small, break them up small. I'm going to stick them in there. You can use pine cones, anything that you were always told as a kid, don't throw in the fire because it's going to smoke. That's what you put in here. Punky wood, perfect. All right, slightly damp wood, that's fine too. You can see that smoke chamber really starting to throw smoke now. I'm going to take my green leaves. You could be green leaves, green grass. I'm just going to stuff it in there. All right, so now I don't feel much heat at all coming out of the top. I close the top of the chamber. The sides are really hot, so it's extremely hot, which is why I have this cage around it. And now when I puff it, see that? It's a nice cool smoke that comes out. I mean, smoke is hot, but it's cool compared to the flame. So I just give it some gentle puffs when I get over to the hive. And that is what a smoker is used for. That's how you light a smoker. All right, so next step, we're going to be going into the hive.